Let's talk about nature. What is nature? You know, people often they pit nature against the artificial. Artificial. I've always found this very interesting because to me the dichotomy is between the natural and the supernatural. What is part of our world and what is not part of our world. So to me, the natural artificial distinction is not really a distinction at all. That's all part of nature. And then over here, the supernatural is a bunch of made up nonsense. There is only nature. That's all there is. Everything in this world is natural. But people, a lot of people, they can nod their heads along with that. They can be like, oh, makes sense to me. Yeah. Uh, but when you point out that that includes us, the human race, and all of our creations, this mic, that camera, the computer it's attached to, this house that I'm in, the road that leads to it, then people get really upset. And part of this I think is connected to, at least in the West, to the Christian, the Judeo-Christian, and you know what, Islamic too, sort of idea of us being kicked out of the garden, that we are opposed to nature somehow, that we rule over nature, that God created all the land, the plants, and all of it, the creatures, for humanity to enjoy, that we are at the top of the pyramid. And I mean, as far as the food chain is concerned, that's fair. We are. But just because we're the apex predator, the top dog, king of the hill species on this planet, does not mean that we are somehow apart from, better than every other species. We are one of them, one of many. It's just another branch on the tree of life. If you place food on a topographical map of any area, and where cities are, okay, so you're placing the food where cities are on a topographical map. You add mold. The mold will grow our highway systems. And it's because the mold and the human race have the same goal: to move things around in the most efficient manner possible. And often the mold will outperform our roads. But the point is that our structures are natural, like a bird's nest or a beehive. That's very comparable to our cities. And I think if we were to acknowledge this fact that we are part of the natural world, as much part of the natural world as birds or bees, that we would build our cities differently, that we would build our roads differently, that we would act differently. And I think it's perhaps this misconception that has been so damaging to the planet, that because we believe we are more than the rest of nature, that we think it's fine to trample on it. When in fact we depend on that nature, and that nature depends on us. Recently NASA had the DART mission. Satellite crashed into an asteroid. Wanted to see, can we redirect an asteroid? Is that something in our power? Will that actually work? And it overperformed our expectations. The asteroid went way off course. It was a huge success. If today, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, we saw it coming towards Earth, we had a few months to prepare, we could do something about it. And that disaster could have been averted. We, as the sole technological species yet observed, are capable of protecting our ecosystem in a way that no other plant or animal ever could. You know, a squirrel cannot redirect an asteroid. We can. And I don't know. The fact that we should be looking after the rest of the ecosystem, that we should be contributing to that balance and acting as part of nature, as a partner with the ecosystem, the thing that is what's happening. That's the reality of the situation. We just don't act like it. And I know that we can do better. You know, I feel like a broken record. I say that all the time. It's true. It's true. We can do better. We can be more. But we have to choose to. I don't know. This is kind of a short one, but that's the point. I just want to get this message out here. We are natural. Everything about us, everything. Nuclear power plants, our oil rigs, our fracking, all natural. We are part of the natural world. The fact that it is disruptive means nothing. We can choose not to be disruptive, and we will still be to acknowledge that we are part of nature and to move with it rather than against it, because it's only hurting us in the long run. I've been Appleby. Comment. Do it.